What's going on, people? Welcome back to the channel. KG is here. Another day, another game. Leeds United head to Southampton, who have fans in the building, and we come away with a 2-0 victory. Takes us up to 8th. As we speak right now, we're currently 8th in the table. And when you look at Everton, the way that they're playing, they can't score for Tuffy. Arsenal, you just never know what you're going to get from them in terms of their next game against Palace. Hey, who says that we can't finish in the top 10? You know, I've said all along I predict 10th, but full credit to the players to do this right now. You know, we're guaranteed a top half finish now. Full credit to them and Bielsa, and just what an effort. You know, it's gone kind of how I thought it would go overall. If I'm predicting 10th, then this is where we'd probably be. But some of the performances and everything else like that have been great, better than I expected. We've lost 1 in the last 10 games. Excellent, excellent. The game today, not really much to say in terms of the game today. It was definitely two teams that are safe and coming towards the end of the season and just looking to tick these games off and get ready for their holidays, because there wasn't really much going on in the game overall. Before I get into the goals of the game, the selections at the start, I always feel a way when I see Pascal Struijk drop to the bench. I thought it was harsh. Unless it's a rotational thing, I would not break up the Struijk-Llorente partnership at this point, because those two are magic together right now. And you've seen it. The games have gone on. They look like they've built an understanding together. So I would keep Struijk and Llorente as much as I could. But maybe it was a rotational thing in terms of getting Liam Cooper back in today. The other thing is Kiko Casilla. I'm going to look at this in a positive way and say that Leeds United are putting Kiko Casilla out there. I believe it's going to be for the next game too, in the shop window. For shop window purposes, that's how I'm looking at this Kiko Casilla selection, because it can't be for anything else. It has to be so that teams in Spain, Italy, wherever in the world can look at him and see that the guy is still a somewhat competent keeper and that could probably work in their league. So that's the way I'm going to look at the Kiko Casilla selection. You could just see though, every time he's selected, it just fires up the fan base in a non-positive way. The sooner we can move this guy on, the better. Hopefully, it's finally this summer. But the game itself, like I say, it was an unremarkable game. It was definitely two teams that are safe and just looking towards their holidays, and to come away with a victory in those kind of games is a good thing. It's still a good thing to do. And even saying that, finishing in the top 10, maybe finishing higher than 10th, you still need to improve the squad. And I know that the club will do that in the summer. And I saw a link today that I try not to get too giddy over, links, because, they link teams with players all the time. But Matheus Cunha, what a player. And he's young. He's got so much potential. And you just think about him under Bielsa developing further. Whew, that would be something. See, that's the kind of player that I would love to see at Ellen Road. And with Bielsa's tutelage, it could be a winner. But, we'll talk about more rumours, transfer stuff in the summer. We'll get into that. Yeah, because I also get comments about what do I think we need to do in the summer. We'll probably do a live stream for one of those and just get through that and say what I'd like to see, what I think the club will do. We'll probably do a live stream for one of those kind of long questions. Incidents in the game today, I thought Southampton were diving all over the place. And I've seen Southampton a few times this season, and I've never seen them do it as much as they did today. I think they realised that set pieces are a possible weakness with us. So they thought that whenever they could get a free kick or some of the penalties they were trying to get today, that they could try and capitalise off those, because it was ridiculous today. I thought the diving was atrocious. Carl Walker-Peters in particular went over twice. Jack Harrison, quiet guy usually, even shouted back something at him because it was ridiculous. They were tussling for the ball. And as soon as he sees that they're in the box, he decides to go over. It's like, what are you doing, man? We can see what you're doing. And then the second time in the second half, he falls over. I thought the referee blew up for diving, but he blew up because Carl Walker-Peters dived over, I should say, and handled the ball. So he should have got booked for he should have got booked for diving at least once today. It was pathetic, some of the dives I saw, in a complete contrast to Patrick Bamford, who I think mouthed at the referee, "What? So I need to dive," because Bamford was definitely clipped by McCarthy, and Bamford trying to be honest or trying to get onto the ball and tuck it in. It wasn't even retrospectively looked at by VAR. So it just shows you again the incompetence of these refs over here, man. It's so maddening. Premier League with substandard officialing. It's just crap. It's just crap. You shouldn't need to fall over in order to the ref to say, you know what, you got your foot dragged. It's a penalty. It's just so pathetic. I'm not going to go in too much on the refs, man, but they speak for themselves in all fairness. But the goal, Bamford's goal, nicely taken. A nutmeg off the goalie's nuts, and it's 1-0. And Bamford is up to 16 goals this season. Big kudos to Pat Bamford, man. Well in. Unbelievable. Great season for him. And you know what? We got West Brom next, and it might not be over for him. He might be able to add to that tally, in all fairness. So we'll see if he ends on 16, but I've got a feeling he's probably going to end on a couple more. Oh, I said a couple. But yeah, I think, good play from Bamford today. He was back to his, normal self today. He looked like himself again, and he had a good game. Tyler Roberts finally gets his first goal. Big up Tyler Roberts. I don't know, man. That goal looks slow to me, and it looks slow to a couple other people too. It's like the ball was traveling. It was like a pass back speed, and McCarthy just watched it roll by him. And well, Tyler Roberts isn't going to be complaining. That's his first goal. Well done to him. Good perseverance, and he's got his first goal for the club in the Premier League, and that was 2-0, and that was game over. Like I say, I didn't really think of too much of the game, but when you can go into these games and win them, all good. I'm gonna just talk about the fallout from the Alioski Mcneil incident against Burnley. Now, as of now, we don't know if anything's been said or what have you. Now, listen, you guys will know if there's any kind of racial thing that I can see or anything like that. I will pull it up. Don't care who it is. I don't think this one's racial. I think you have to put this one into context. Yeah, this is Alioski that we're talking about. If you was to take a whole montage of footage from Alioski, put it together, and then see what he did against, towards Dwight McNeil, you'd say, yeah, okay, that's Alioski. I don't think that was Monkey. I don't think it was Monkey at all. To me, it looked more like Mr. Bean. It looked like it was Mr. Bean, a kid in the playground going, duh. You know what I mean? It looked more like that to me. That's how it looks to me. I don't see the monkey. I don't see that. But if that's the claim, we don't know what the claim is right now. It's still hush hush right now. Don't know about any words, what McNeil thinks the gesture was as I record this. But for me, it looked like a kid in the playground just going, duh. You know what I mean? We're just like, duh. Yeah. It was ridiculous. And now for me, me, I don't defend Kiko Kassi because he's at my club. If I thought that Alioski had any sinister meaning behind it, I'd tell you. But as of now, with the information that we don't have, but all we can see, I don't see anything in that. I don't think the FA can take that forward with any seriousness. Not when there's other more serious and more important things going on than Alioski doing a school kid, duh brain thing at another player. I don't think they can push it any further, but you never know. So I'm not gonna prolong the video anymore. There's not really much to say. Love Leeds United up into 8th. Let's see if we can finish around that, because I definitely see us beating West Brom. I don't think West Brom are going to have absolutely anything for us. I think we're going to end on a high in front of our own fans. I did see today that Man United fans have gone back in, and a few were booing at the taking a knee. My feeling on taking a knee is that the message has kind of been diluted with it now. I think that it is. I think people just look at it now as it's become an empty gesture. I don't think anyone's really taken the message behind it. But I do hope, and I can only hope, it's very difficult, but I can only hope that our fans just don't react to it. It literally lasts less than 10 seconds. Less than 10 seconds of your time. Even if you don't agree with, even if you don't think it's worth anything, just stay quiet. Be better than what I heard today in the Man United crowd. Hopefully that, but I just can't see. I can hear. I can. I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to say I can see our fans booing it, but hopefully it just goes without any incident, because I don't think it's going to be here next year. I think it should have been binned a long time ago. As I said to you a couple of videos ago, empty gestures mean zero to me. Just like Wilf Zaha stopped doing it because he saw he ain't doing jack all. So, you know, but it's just about, let's not be that fan base that is one of those that boo it. Let's keep it respectful. That's my only request anyway. So guys, I'm gonna end the video here. Probably see you for the last game of the season versus West Brom. And yeah, let's keep going, Leeds United. Leeds. Peace.